Hi everyone out there on YouTube land, it is Rachel and I'm here with another vlog for you today. I'm trying to keep filming at least one vlog a week. That is my goal, to get at least one video, sometimes two up on this channel, or at least one vlog and maybe one tag video, because I really do like making these videos, but sometimes they can take a backseat to my other beauty channel, and I have all these ideas and film all these videos for that channel, and I think, but I've forgotten, or I've ran out of time to film for this channel. So this is me keeping my goal of filming a vlog for this channel that I'll hopefully put up this week for you guys. So it's Sunday afternoon at this time. I probably won't put this up Sunday afternoon, but it'll come up sometime during the week. But right now it's Sunday afternoon and I just got home. My mum and I went and saw Glee, the 3D movie, which was actually really good, and I just want to start off by saying that because I know I've heard some bad things about it, and maybe if you aren't a fan of Glee, you might not like it, although I don't know why, because I think even if you're not a huge Glee fan, like, it's just a fun movie with music, and it's there's a lot of energy, there's even like a good message behind it, and I don't know, I just found it I really enjoyed it. It was interesting and fun, and Mum and I were sort of like slightly dancing around in your seat, you know, when you're trying to like dance discreetly in your seat and you're sort of singing along and hoping that the music doesn't stop suddenly, because then everyone in the movie theatre is going to hear your terrible singing. That's pretty much what I was thinking the entire time, but I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was like a good way to just get out of the house and get out of your own life. I know my mum had sort of been a little bit stressed and she's been worrying about selling our house and all this stuff, and I thought, she mentioned something about going grocery shopping. I said, put off grocery shopping, let's go to the movies and do something fun and just escape, and I don't know, just spend a couple of hours just doing nothing but having fun. And yeah, I don't know, I really feel like movies are a good way to do that, and that kind of inspired the topic of this video. And it's something I've been thinking about for a little while, and I've been slowly writing little notes on my iPad, which I have sitting in front of me right here, for this video, because I wanted to do a video about, and literally about things that make you feel good. And I know that it's been winter, and in a couple of vlogs, there's actually one that I never even put up, but I talked about just being sort of unmotivated and being down, and sometimes just life can get in the way of everything, and it can just feel like there's just so much going on and none of it is good. And I know in winter time sometimes it's like that, you just don't want to get out of bed in the morning and it's really hard to be motivated. And I was trying to think of all different things, just random little things that make me feel good. So I thought by writing them down, having an actual list of things that make you feel good, I don't know, it's a good way to have it. And I truly recommend starting a list. If you have like a little note section on your phone, do it like that. If you have a pad of paper you keep in your handbag, do that. Start a list, even in your diary, of just random little things that make you smile or make you giggle or just give you a good feeling, you know, that good feeling in your stomach. And they can be like random little things, and when you see some of the things that I talk about, you'll go, okay, I know what she's talking about when she says just random little things. But I think by having a list and going, okay, when I'm down, I'm going to go look at this list and see something on there and go, okay, I'm going to try and do that or find that feeling some way, and having that list will definitely help. So these are things that give me that feel-good feeling. And I just started to write a list, and this is not everything, this is just a few things I sort of thought of over the last week. And I really encourage you all, if you're watching this video, to share. If you've got an idea or even just one thing that you know makes you feel good, list it in the comments below so I can see it, so other people can see it, and you can kind of share just the random little things that make you smile, and they'll probably make somebody else smile. And or if you make videos, leave a video response doing the same thing. I would love to see it, I really would. So the first things I have, they're kind of in random order of just when they came up in my mind, or I don't know. Anyway, first thing I have is baby laughing videos on YouTube. Now, I don't know if you've seen any. I'll link one of my favourites in the bottom bar below. It's this little boy who laughs at ripping paper, and it's kind of old, but every time I watch it, it makes me giggle. But I just think like watching little baby videos on YouTube, every now and then, they can just make you smile, and they kind of almost give you hope. You're like, when you're little and you're so young and innocent, and it's just, I don't know, I find that little babies, for me anyway, can always put a smile on your face. Does not mean I want babies right now, definitely not, and things like that, but being able to just watch a little cute funny baby video on YouTube definitely brings a smile to my face. So that's the first one. The next one I had down is, references to Alias, which is a TV show in books or other TV shows. Alias was my favourite TV show for years. If you haven't heard of it, it was one made by J.J. Abrams, who's the guy who created Lost and heaps of other stuff. He's a really good director. And it had Jennifer Garner in it, and it was about Sydney Bristow, and she was a spy, and it went for 5 seasons. I have all 5 seasons on DVD. It's been off air for a little while now, but I absolutely love that show. That was my first show I ever said that's my favourite. I have real trouble calling things my absolute favourite because I just love so many things. When it comes to music and TV shows and movies, I really struggle to say that is my absolute favourite. I can't ever pick one. But Alias was the first show I was ever able to pick. This is my absolute favourite show, and now I've added more, like Vampire Diaries, The Office American version, and Glee are sort of up there, but the Alias is my first ever favourite show, and I always get a real kick when I see a reference to it in a book or in a movie or in like a TV show. Sometimes TV shows, especially ones that are supposed to be set now, make reference to other like things in pop culture. And I love it when I see a reference to Alias, and literally I read a book the other day that had a reference to it, and it just made me smile. I'm like, I was laughing out loud just because I'm like, it makes the book seem more real, and it makes it more relatable, and I just really like it. And I know that's totally random, but I've had about 3 books I think that have made reference to the TV show. Usually like the main characters talking about either watching it or it's being their favourite show or some kind of reference, but that always makes me feel good. The next little thing on my list I have is hearing your new favourite song for the first time. And I love this feeling. I love when I hear a song or just a few beats of like a melody or something like that, and I can automatically in my head go, okay, I can hear this song and I feel like this is going to be my new favourite song. I've got to go find it, I've got to go download it, I've got to listen to it, because I know that it's going to be one of those songs that at least for a period of time I'm going to want to listen to over and over again. And music is one thing for me that does make me feel good, and there's a few other references to music and singing and dancing and stuff in this list, because I don't know, I think music really has a way of transporting you to a moment or a place or a feeling or a time or whatever. It really links. I think that's why I like a lot of the songs that I find that I really like are from movies, and I find them because it'll be a scene in a movie that I think is really great, or it'll be a happy scene or a love scene or whatever, and then I will always forever link that song with that kind of feeling that that movie was showing or whatever, and it just, I don't know, it makes it even better. It gives the song more meaning or something like that just makes it really good. And I love hearing hearing a song for the first time and knowing that it's going to be one of my favourites or one of the ones that I really like. I remember when Mine by Taylor Swift was first released, and it was kind of leaked on the radio, and I mean leaked on the internet, and I sort of listened to it before it came out. At least in Australia, because it was delayed being released in Australia anyway. And I remember starting to listen to it and thinking, wow, I really like this song, I know I'm going to love this song, and I've had that happen so many times, and I love that feeling. So if I'm feeling down, sometimes I'll go look for new music, because I know that if I find a song that I really like, it makes me feel better. And I guess in reference to this, the next thing I have is hearing an old favourite song on the radio just randomly. And I love that. I remember especially songs that weren't necessarily big singles or big hits, but you really loved and you really liked. And I remember being at my friend's house, and she had one of those like intercom systems in her house where like you could talk to people who were upstairs and stuff like that, and it had a radio. And the radio was just on, and she was just upstairs, and it was just me and her at home, and all of a sudden this song called Everything by Vertical Horizon came on, and I used to love that song. I still do love that song. It was just totally random, and it wasn't necessarily that big a single, at least it wasn't here. And this is from years ago, it's probably like late 90s from what I can remember, but it came on the radio and I remember just like singing it. It's not even really one that's like bouncy or boppy or whatever, but I absolutely loved it, and I was dancing around and spinning around, and I got really excited because it was just on the radio randomly well after it wasn't like a single anymore. It hadn't been played for a while, and I just really like hearing old songs, especially if you're driving in the car and there's nothing on the radio, and then all of a sudden one of your old favourite songs comes on. It really does give you like that feel-good feeling. The next thing I have is realising that a night out that you are dreading is actually one of the best nights that you've had. And I have that one a lot. It's not that I'm not social. I do like doing things and that, and I love going out with my friends, and I love just hanging out. But there are some times where, especially because I work full time and I always have a lot going. I was working full time and going to uni full time and all this stuff. Like I was always just busy and tired ever since I left school. And there'd be nights where they'd say, come out, come out, come out. I'd be just like, I just don't want to. I've just spent an hour and a half on the train. All I want to do is put my pajamas on and curl up in a ball in front of the TV or something like that. And there are times where they've convinced me. I go, okay, look, I'll come out, I'll come to this party even though I don't know anyone, or I will come out dancing or whatever. And even though I was absolutely dreading it, those nights where sometimes it does end up being terrible, I'm not going to lie. But there are times where there are those nights where you absolutely dread them and they turn out to be so fun, and you're just sort of sitting and you can have a moment where you see your friends or you see wherever you're out with and you go, wow, this was nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm actually having a lot of fun and I'm really glad that I came. And that's a really good feeling. The thing is that you're never going to know. So my tip would be for that is, if there are things that you don't necessarily want to do, but they do have the potential to be great, or maybe every now and then just do it. Just go out, just go to that party even though you're worried or embarrassed because you're not sure if you're going to know anyone, or if you're nervous about like taking a new dance class or something like that, and just go, I think, because you just never know if it's going to turn out to be like one of the greatest nights of your life. You just don't know. So realizing that nights or realizing that activities or events are actually a lot better than you thought they were going to be is another feel-good feeling thing for me. The next one I have, quickly moving along, is eating ice cream in the dead of winter. I love ice cream, and it adds like a little naughty, almost rebellious thing, because I remember when I was little and thinking, like your parents saying, you can't eat ice cream in the middle of winter, it's cold, you don't have a cold thing. Ice cream is a summer thing. I'm like, so it's almost like a little rebellious thing to go out and eat ice cream or get ice cream and eat it in the middle of winter, and even though you know it's cold and it's probably bad for you to do it, you just do it anyway. And obviously this helps a lot more if you actually like ice cream, but I think that's kind of something fun that just gives me a good feeling, better than just the normal ice cream feeling, is eating it in the middle of winter. What else do I have around? Another one linked to like music is just like when you're home by yourself or you're somewhere by yourself, just turning up your favourite song and jumping around and dancing like an absolute crazy person. When you don't think about how you're moving or what you're doing or how bad you're singing, you just belt out the song, dance around like a crazy person, shake your head, shake your arms, jump around, do whatever, run around the house. I've done that before. And if anybody ever saw me, they'd think this girl is absolutely off her, yeah, she's just crazy. But it really does make you feel good just to get out and just to shake everything out. And if you're angry or frustrated, and any song, there's good songs like Kelly Clarkson's probably a really good one to do that too. Katy Perry, I've done jumped around. Teenage Dream is one of those songs that you just want to like belt out and jump around and act all crazy. There are so many different songs and things, you know, especially if it's like a favourite song, one of those ones that you would dance around to, but you're usually like too sort of subdued, or you'd be too embarrassed to dance around when someone else is there. Do it when no one's home or when you're by yourself. Just jump around, seriously. It gives you that good feeling, and the exercise and the moving gives you endorphins, and it's fun. The other thing I had kind of linked to that, which actually was just a real recent one, because I literally, like I said, I got home from watching Glee, and afterwards, before we came home, we went grocery shopping and pushing the trolley around and like secretly dancing and singing to like the music that was playing in the supermarket, and like just adding little like hops, skips and jumps and things like that, and trying not to get caught and stuff like that. I don't know, just dancing around the shopping, the supermarket, I don't know, makes shopping a little bit more fun. So I do think that is something that definitely gives me a feel-good feeling. And then the last thing I had was working things out, and that's what I've just written here. But for me, it's like achieving something. So someone can say like something little, like one of my friends the other day asked me, how can you make ringtones on your iPhone for free? So like I did my little thing, googled it, found out how to do it, helped him out how to do it, and just like being able to achieve something like that. Or when I'm having trouble, I'm looking for a book and I can't find it anywhere, and finding it, or shopping for something online or anything, it's usually technologically based. So like working out how to get the TiVo and the TV and the Apple TV and the computers and the printers and everything to work wirelessly, stuff like that. When I like achieve something, achieving like even just a little task that you set for yourself, it definitely, for me anyway, gives me that feel-good feeling. You get that sense of achievement, and I don't know, it just gives you that happy feeling to know that you've done something, you've worked something out, you set yourself the thing and say, okay, look, I want to find this song online, I can't find it anywhere, I'm going to find it, and you go and find it. Or I'm going to find a book, or I'm going to find some clothing item if that's what you're into, some computer game, you're going to, even if it's something like that, like if you're really into computer games and you get to the next level or something like that, you, yeah, I don't know, achieve the next level on Angry Birds if that's what you're going for, something like that. Just that gives me, at least for me anyway, a really good feeling. So those are the things I had. I'm sure there are plenty more, and I'll keep on doing my list, and I'll probably do another one of these videos at some point when my list grows if it's something that you enjoyed. And I can see that I have rambled on for a little bit, so I'm going to end this video. But like I said, if you guys have any suggestions or just things that you know for you personally that give you that feel-good feeling, that you feel great after it happening, or it's just like I said, just little random things, list them in the bottom bar below, leave a comment, share them with everyone, share them with me, because I would love to hear from you. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of vlog. I guess it's kind of a vlog. It's talking about things that make me feel good, so it is a little bit about me. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!